Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel once again. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Today I'm going to show everybody how to use a COVID-19 personal testing kit. You can get this at any grocery store or drugstore. Just make sure they have availability. Right now, it's not really available. There's many different ones. I got this rapid response one, so it's pretty straightforward. Here's the holder, and here's the actual testing tube. You can just align the testing tube onto the little rack that they provide, the holder. So that's important. There's many things that they provide you with on this kit. So next you're going to have to take the liquid that they provide and put the liquid into the actual testing tube. So it's very easy. You could use a pair of scissors. You don't have to. Just twist the top off and the liquid inside. Empty everything. It's very important to empty the whole contents into the actual testing tube. Okay, perfect. So once you've done that, all you have to do is just put the testing tube back onto the rack, like so, just so that none of it spills out. And you're ready to move on to the next part of the test. So there's many little things that come with the test. So the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take the cotton swab. So yes, get ready. Your eyes might water a little bit. Your nose might become a little itchy, but it is an essential, vital part of the test where you're going to have to actually swab your nose and put this deep into your nose. So on the instruction manual, I'm just going to put it into my nose right now. Yeah, it's a little ticklish, it's a little itchy. You have to tilt your head back and push the actual cotton swab as far in as possible. I know it's painful. They say that you're supposed to hold it for at least 5 seconds. Just keep it on your left or right nostril, it doesn't matter. I did both nostrils, so it doesn't really matter. Make sure you get it in. And you can, another thing that the instructions personally ask you to do is to squeeze your nose shut while you're just swabbing it back and forth. Make round circles and do it for at least 5 seconds in each nostril. I like to get a sample from both. You can hold your nose and twist it, just twist it, but make sure you tilt your head back and get as much of a sample as possible. The more the better. And make sure you do that and you swirl it around for 5 seconds at least. Okay, so once you're able to do that, you're going to take it. Oof, I'm feeling that. Yeah, you might have a little sniffles. Take it in and put it into the test tube and swirl it around. And squeeze it 10 to 15 times is what the instructions say. So make sure you do that. Swirl it around in circles and squeeze it 10 to 15 times. I'm just going to do it a little extra here to make sure that the test works effectively. Okay, and once you do that, you have to let the test stand for 2 minutes. It's a part of the test where you have to let it stand for 2 minutes, so let's just do that, approximately 2 minutes. So here we have the rack, the swab, and the test tube. This is totally natural. Just let it stand there, or let it sit there for 2 minutes. The sample must meet with the liquid, and it has to stand for approximately 2 minutes. So all you can do is just wait. That's part of the test. Now, while I know, my nose is starting to sniffle, I'm starting to, feel a little bit of a sensation in my nose, a little irritation, but that's perfectly fine, sometimes because you were collecting the sample, and you will feel a little discomfort. Your eyes might start to water a bit. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but it can happen. Here's the rapid response reader. So we're going to take that out of the package while we wait. And here's the reader. Okay, so remember, you can do 5 tests per kit. So here we have the reader. So this is just one of the tests that we're doing. Each rapid test can do 5 tests. So make sure you don't throw out the package immediately when you get it, because that can happen. Here it is, right on the box. Right over there, it just tells you that there's 5 of each item so that you can do 5 tests per kit. So Okay, so this reader is important. I'm just going to show you the contents of the kit. There's 5 different pieces so that you can do the test 5 different times. Okay, let's not disturb that too much. Make sure it sits there. That's all part of the test. Okay. Just giving you an idea of what comes with the kit. There's the cotton swab. There are the instructions, just giving you an idea of what that is all about. Here's more instructions. I like to use the card myself personally. I didn't find the actual paper instructions to be very useful. That's just me. Some people might find the instructions useful. I personally found that the actual diagrams on the little card that comes with it better. Here's the top that you're going to need to use later. I'll show you how to use that in a second. Okay, so I was just giving you an idea of what contents comes in the box. Make sure you don't throw it away. Again, I emphasize you can do the test 5 times individually with each testing kit. So if it's not available at the drugstore or at the grocery store, make sure you keep going in there and asking, because these are hot items. They are free, so you can get them anytime. And just if you're not able to get it one time, go again, because they do restock constantly. So here we have the reader, the stand, the test tube kit, and the swab. It's still sitting. We want to make sure that it's for approximately 2 minutes. Again, like I said, I just wanted to show you. I personally prefer the card. It has step-by-step instructions, pictures. It's much clearer. The actual instruction sheet is a little confusing, so I personally prefer the card. So much easier. Okay, so now we have the lid right here. Okay, so that's important, because what's going to happen is the next step is going to require the lid. Kind of like the cap, the squeezer, as I mentioned before. You could use scissors, have them readily available, because if you don't like twisting the cap off, you can twist the cap off of the liquid. We're about ready to move on to the next step of the test, but I wanted to show you the entire contents and what I felt was the best way of using the kit. You don't necessarily have to do it. Modify it within reason, and you can definitely optimize your results and your use of this product. Okay, so now I have the reader upside down. That's how it looks. The reader, you'll see how to. I'll teach you how to read that in the future. But there's 3 readings, and that's where you're going to drip your formula. So that little area is where you drip the drops. You're going to put 3 drops in as per the instructions, and then you're going to have to wait 15 minutes, as it says on the reader itself. So all of these things are very important for the test to come out properly. So make sure you follow everything step by step, and there shouldn't be a problem. A lot of people do get invalid results. So I personally don't like that, because there's only 5 opportunities to use per kit. So it's important. So yeah, I just want to emphasize again, the card is what I like. You can go by the actual sheet instructions, but the diagrams and the step-by-step instructions were so much clearer on the card. The sheet was just so large, my head was spinning when I looked at it. So that's definitely my recommendation. You don't have to take that advice, but you can if you want to. Okay, so we have the top here. What we're going to do is that I'm going to show you how to put this top on in order to make this kit useful. So remember, your nose might be still irritated a bit. That's fine. Okay, so take the cotton swab out. Squeeze the entire test tube while you're pulling the cotton swab out, just to make sure you get the last remaining bits of sample. And so that everything doesn't drip everywhere. Dispose of that. Now put the lid, the lid onto the test tube so you can squeeze it out. So you're going to take this test tube with the lid here, and you're going to squeeze it out in drops. 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. Right into the bottom circular hole there on the reader. Okay, that's all you have to do. So you no longer need your test tube. Okay, so this takes 15 minutes. Okay, so now the reader is doing its thing. I will be back with you in 15 minutes, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and we will show you my results in 15 minutes on the next video. So, we'll see ya.